I'm Katie Neal, and my co-host is Bailey Zimmerman. How are you?
Oh, amazing. Hey, thanks for having me today. How are you?
I'm doing so good. How's your summer going so far? You've been out on your headlining tour, which has looked amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's insane. Crazy, if you would. Yeah, it's been awesome.
Your current hit is Backup Plan, which you debuted at Stagecoach with Luke Combs. A little bit different than your first trip to Stagecoach,
Yep.
right? Talk
A
about
little
this.
different. Yeah, it was a little different. But man, I'm so grateful. It was so cool Luke Combs doing the song with me is already like such a crazy thing. But then him asking me to come shoot the music video at his Stagecoach headline performance, it's like, dude, pinch me. I'm like in a movie, man. It's got to be a dream. And when I got out there, it was definitely not a dream. There definitely was like 60,000 people, and it was insane. So
Talk about nerve-wracking. Like, if this is the first time you performed this song together live in front of this many people and you're shooting a music video for it.
Yeah.
So you've got one take to get it right.
yeah, no, the pressure was definitely there, and I felt it. But then I was just like, you know what? It's okay. We're going to crush this because this is what we do, because we're professionals, okay? That's what I kept telling myself all day. You're a professional. You're good at this. You're going to sing great. I just kept saying those things, and then it worked out, and it was great. But I'm not going to lie. I didn't practice the song before I got on the stage. We had never sang it together before right then, and I think that's where the magic came from.
Oh, for sure. This is now your fastest rising single. How much of this song do you feel like is your own story?
Man, all of it. All of the song. And I think it's true to Luke as well because the way we grew up, my dad was always telling me, like, don't listen to what anybody has to say and don't care about what, they think of you because they don't know what you're trying to do and they've never done what you're doing. And he'd always say, usually when we were like, picking up sticks or, mowing the yard or whatever, he'd always be like, well, if you're just going to half-ass all this, then you might as well just go in the house because if you ain't going to put your 100 towards something, then don't do it at all. And the first time I heard this song, I just kept thinking about my dad screaming at me, being like, give me your 100% every single time. And that just, I don't know, I think him yelling that at me all the time and saying that to me all the time really has made me the man I am today. And within just, every single thing I do, I give it 100% or usually like 110%. And that's what I think this song is all about is, not giving up, giving 100% at what you believe in and not listening to what anybody else has to say because they're going to try to talk you out of it, but can't let them. So
Can't let them. And then was this a song, I can't remember, did you originally, were you looking for a song to do with Luke or did that come after the fact?
No, I got the song. So Tucker Bethard, Sherwood, and Jimmy Bell wrote Backup Plan and they sent it to me and they were like, hey man, like, they actually said, do you think this is cheesy? And I was like, no, bro, this song is insane. Like, I can't believe, like, dude, this is an insanely written song. And it was demo at the time, acoustic, but I could hear all the production around it. And the first time I listened to it, I called him. I'm like, you know who would crush this? Luke freaking Combs, dude. And they're like, oh, dude, you're so right. Luke Combs would crush this. And I'm like, yeah, but that'll never happen because I don't have his number and I don't know him. So, but I'm definitely putting it on the record. And then, voila. Luke Combs. Yeah. So I always thought, man, Luke would crush this from the first listen. And then now I think it's pretty freaking wild that he's on the song and it's top 10 and doing all this crazy stuff on radio. Whoa.
And I know that when you did finally get his number and text him to be on this song, it took him like a month or two to text you back. I saw him last week and he was like, I feel so bad about that. He really did.
No, he's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, dude, you're literally Luke Combs. It's totally fine. You're like superstar dad, superstar country star. You have a wife and, stuff. So totally get it, man. Don't be sorry. Thank you for getting on my song. Yeah.
Absolutely. And now it is the new theme song for the SEC 2025 season,
Yeah.
which is wild. That hype video is insane.
It's so crazy. And the first time I saw that video, I was hyped up. And I'm not even a huge football guy. But I was like, oh, I'm watching. Let's go. We got to watch this. Yeah.
So fun. Your second album, Different Night, Same Rodeo, was just released. Let's talk about that. So lots of pressure to follow up religiously. Like this album did really well. Now you got 18 new songs, several guests. Talk about that.
It was, for me, a lot more exciting than it was nerves. I was just excited to see if I could do it again, and see if I could create another album. And if I'm being completely honest, when I created religiously the album, I didn't really know what I was doing. I had no idea. It was my first time putting an album together. It was my first time really touring, being an artist, singing. I'm trying to learn guitar. I'm learning all this stuff, and now I'm 25, and I just learned so much from that record. So it kind of gave me a lot of confidence having to I guess back religiously up with this new album, because I was like, no, I can do it. Now I'm even smarter, and I know even more now, and I know who I want to be, what I want to say, the production, what I want it to sound like. And so, yeah, I would say I was just really excited to get it out, and I'm so thankful it's out now, because, wow, holding it close to my chest sucked. I was so ready to give it to everybody because I'd worked so hard on it. So, yeah.
Talk about why these 18 songs.
They just make sense. They make sense with what I'm trying to say. They make sense with how my life has been the last, couple years, 2, 3, 4 years. And it's just me. Every song is just really me. Even if I didn't write the song, the reason I chose the songs that I didn't write is because it felt like I could have written those songs, because I relate so much to them. So, yeah, it's just relatable.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You've got a couple collaborations on here, one with Kid Laroi and then one with Diplo. And then Diplo was also in your music video.
Yes.
Talk about getting to work with him.
Oh, he's been the best. It's been kind of a goal of mine. I would not say kind of. I would say it has been a big goal of mine to work with Diplo, because not only Diplo, but then Heartless, Morgan Wallen Diplo just
Good
really
stuff.
locked me in, And first day we got together, again, it was just, man, ripped it right off the rip. We were just having fun. I could tell he was really like me in a lot of ways, and just a down-to-earth, really good dude, just wanting to have fun. And I feel like that's what our collab is, too, is like, it's this story about this girl that won't leave me alone, but she's also got a boyfriend out in LA, and she's trying to be an actor, and it just, and we thought it was so fun, because the production makes it lighthearted. But in reality, it's kind of like, you're like cheating on your boyfriend with me. You probably shouldn't be doing this, But yeah, so it's like right off the rip, we just like wanted to have fun, wanted to do something sick. And then when we got Ashes, I was like, dude, would you want to come be in the music video for the title track to the album? Because I think it'd be so cool to have a cameo. And he was like, oh, dude, of course, I'll fly there, of course. And again, right when we got on set, he was just so much fun. Like in the video, he's like keg stands and drinking beers and bartending and riding the bull. He's just like so much fun. And then, yeah, now that we got Ashes out together, it's just cool to have that goal of wanting to, do something with Diplo, to him being a cameo. I got to go out on with him at Stagecoach. He had DJs, like the DJ like Party Barn thing. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, we've became really good buddies. And now we have a song out. It's just so cool.
That's amazing. Is there a song on the album that has a crazy story behind it, like the one that got added at the last minute, or the one that's been around town for 10 years or so? I feel like there's always one like that on an album.
Yeah, there's a pretty crazy story about a song called Chevy Silverado. And so Chevy Silverado, I started writing that myself, me and a guitar, in 2022, I think. And I just slowly kept working on it. But it was such an idea that I had all planned out that I knew I had to get the words right. Because I wanted to write a song about my first truck that I bought when I was 16, but not just any other song about your first truck. I wanted it to be like really specific about my 2005 Chevy Silverado that I fell in love in. I got my heart broke in it. It was my grandpa's before before I bought it. I had to borrow money from the bank. All the stories that truck could tell. I just wanted to say that through this song. So it's taken me 3 years to write this song. And I finally, after getting it all mapped out, called all my professional writer friends and was like, okay, it's time to get some professionals in here and help me say what I'm trying to say. And that night was magical. We got in, and man, we just started ripping on it. And when we came out with Chevy Silverado at the end, it was like, holy crap, 3 freaking years. And it's the most personal song on the album to me. It is truly about me and my life and my experience and, my love for my first truck. And the moral of the song is buy a Chevy Silverado, don't get a girlfriend, because your Chevy won't leave you, your girlfriend will. So it's kind of like, it's so funny, but then it's also so deep and has so many stories rooted within just, heartbreak, love, the truck itself. Yeah, everything. So yeah, it took a long time, 3 years, and it took a lot of rewriting, but I'm so glad that it's out now and people are enjoying it. Yeah.
It's got to feel so good to have worked on something for that long. Like, how satisfying.
Oh, it's insane. Even down to all the production, I had all these ideas and inspirations from all these other songs. I'm like, I really want this in here. And, you'll hear a little thing about the beginning of Chevy Silverado. There's this like this guitar, but it sounds like an alarm clock.
Oh, I like that.
Because the first country song I ever got into was Wake Up Loving You by Craig Morgan.
That is good.
So in the beginning of Craig Morgan's Wake Up Loving You is the alarm clock.
Yep.
So then I really wanted to put that on the front because just an ode to my roots in country and my love for Craig Morgan and that song. And yeah, so it's just got a lot of little Easter eggs in it, a lot of stuff, a lot of thought went into it. And that's why it's the cool story of the album. Yeah,
I love that. That's very special. You are out on your New to Country tour, and Drew Baldridge is on this tour with you. He's from our home state of Illinois.
What a great guy! If you don't support Drew Baldridge, then you're a red flag, because Drew Baldridge is all green flags. It's insane.
He is. He really is the sweetest. I'm sure the two of you also have been having so much fun out on tour together.
We got it together in town. He was the first dude that hit me up. He helped me through everything. He wrote songs to me, and it was he actually had a song, a cut on my first album too. And so we've just always been around each other, always supported each other, and he's just always been that guy that just like was there for me when I needed it. And so when we were talking about who are we bringing out on this tour, the New to Country tour that talks about how I was raised and where I come from, gotta have Drew Baldridge, man. It's like full circle moment. I was like, I gotta have Drew out here. And then, Dylan Marlowe's also out with us as well. And we're just 3 peas in a pod. When we get together, we're running every morning. We're going to get breakfast together. We're playing wiffle ball in the lawns before, doors open. Man, it's definitely a special tour this year, and I really hope to get to do it again someday with these boys. But yeah, having Drew on the road has been such a blessing because we get to have his wife out there, we get to have his son Lyric out there. So yeah, it's really, really cool.
It's funny you mentioned Dylan Marlowe. That's another name that I wanted to talk to you about. Dylan's about your age, from a similar background, on tour with you. What do you feel like you and Dylan have bonded over?
We're just one and the same. The way we grew up and the way we look at life is really the same. And yeah, that's why we just became buddies so quick. And really, I was such a fan of him when I came to town. When I moved to Nashville, he was what I was bumping on my radio. Like, I just loved Dylan Marlowe. And because I was so into the TikTok and the social media that I kind of knew all the young artists underground. I still do to this day, but Dylan was just like that guy that I just loved his voice, loved his songwriting. And then it was really cool. He got that #1 with John Party, which was really, really cool. And then, he's just had so much success. I was like, dude, like, it's really cool. You've like earned this brick by brick. you've done all the right things and you're a great human. You've got a wife. You love God. I mean, everything about you is just like me. We got to go on tour together. Yeah. So, yep.
Very special. And then Luke Bryan, you were at Luke's Crash My Playa for 2 years. Can you confirm or deny if you had your shirt off the entire time?
I will confirm that if I'm honestly anywhere, I've got my shirt off. And that's just how it's got to go, especially in Cancun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a crazy moment in my life. We had a little bit of mishap at the whole Crash My Playa. But that is one thing about Luke Bryan I'd like to say is, so I thought, man, I just messed up this show. Not great stuff, been drinking too much that day. And I thought, dude, Luke hates me. Like, Luke's got to hate me right now. Like, I just messed that up. Like, everybody's mad at me and stuff. And he calls me. He's like, hey, come over to the main stage. Because I was supposed to come play with him that night. He said, come over to the main stage. I was like, okay. So I went over there. I'm like, dude, are you mad at me? He's like, no, why would I be mad at you? You're just having fun. And I'm like, oh, dude, weight right off my shoulders. I'm like, okay. And he's like, but man, drink after the show. You can't be drinking before the shows. You got to learn that. But you're young, so you'll learn that. But you got to listen to what I'm saying. Don't drink before the shows. I'm like, okay, deal. And then same thing, Jason Aldean said, dude, have a couple beers after the show. Don't drink before the show. It's going to bite you in the butt every single time. And honestly, it was a big turning point for me. I just after that, I was like, yeah, you're right. Dang, I can't do this anymore. And then now I don't. But he was, instead of being so mad at me, he was like, no, I love you, buddy. I love you, buddy. And we all love you around here. We want to see you succeed, man. You just can't be drinking before the shows. Drink after the show, not before the show. I was like, thank you, Luke Bryan, for not hating me. And thank you for the advice. I'm definitely going to take that. And since then, I have.
Good job.
And life's really good.
Proud
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
I know that you posted about that also, and I was curious how that was going for you and when the turning point for that was.
Yeah, it was definitely Crash My Playa because I don't need to drink to have fun. I just, where I'm from and where I'm raised, that's what you do to have fun.
Same.
So, you know.
Yes.
So I just kind of got caught up in the moment and drank too much. But then seeing, it kind of made me realize, man, you don't know it, but you're taking this for granted by drinking before the shows. And because you're not giving them 100%. You're not giving them all you've got. Because you've been drinking, and that's going to take away energy. That's going to take away so much stuff from you, And then I just realized, God is giving me an opportunity right now. This didn't ruin my career. So God's giving me an opportunity. You need to listen to him, and you need to get your stuff together. And why are you drinking anyways? I don't even need to drink. I have so much fun just being me. So, yeah, I haven't just quit drinking. I still like to drink with my boys, and, I love a good twisted tea now and again.
Who doesn't?
But I've definitely cut it off, 80%. And definitely when I'm out on the road and playing shows, I'm just really more worried about my health now and just okay, we can have fun, but we don't need to get blackout drunk, okay? So, yeah, it was a big turning point for me, and my life has been so good since. My relationship with my mom, my family is just way better. I take more time to care about others, and my relationship with God has just been way insane, just way better. So yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend not drinking all the time. Don't be an alcoholic, just kind of sometimes.
Another person we were talking about when you walked in is Tyler Hubbard. You just spent some time with him recently.
Yeah. Oh, I love that guy. So, me and Tyler played Country Thunder, Saskatchewan this past weekend. Well, we played it however long ago. So, when we were there, I was a little nervous to go up to him because he was opening up for me, which is really weird. Super, super weird. I still can't wrap my head around it because that's like Tyler Hubbard. I grew up on FGL. I still have grown up on Tyler's music as well as solo project. And I just thought it was really, really weird. So I'm like, dude, can I go up to him and hang out with him? Because you're my idol, but you're opening up for me. This is really weird. So I just finally worked up the nerve and was like, yep, I got to go over. And he was the nicest guy. So we started kicking it off, just talking, hanging, and I'm like, holy freaking crap, dude. Like, freaking Tyler Hubbard, bro. And I'm like geeking out. And I'm like, finally at the end, I go, I got to say it, bro. This is weird. This is weird for me, having you open it up for me. And I just want to make sure that it's cool. Because I don't ever, like, I love you, bro. And he was like, no, man, come on. I'm honored to be out here with you, man. Like, you've been killing it. You've been crushing it. Like, this is how it goes, man. And I'm just honored to be here with you. And we just hung out all night. And then he invited me up to do Cruise. And
Wow.
12-year-old me is like freaking out. Like, I'm going to go up with Tyler Hubbard and sing Cruise. This is going to be the craziest moment in my life, you know? And yeah, so I just wanted to shout out Tyler because he was really nice to me and really made me feel welcomed, and that's all I ask for in a person. So freaking love you, Tyler.
Eric Church is another one. You were performing at Eric's Field and Stream Festival in October. You're going to be his direct support, and I know that you're a big fan. Have you spent much time with Eric yet?
No,
wow.
I have never even got to meet Eric, but I want to.
You're going to.
But, you know, he's so quiet, and I'm so loud. So I wonder how it's going to work. I've been a little nervous about it because I'm like, dude, should I just go in there and be chill like he is? Or should I go in there and be like, what's up, Eric? Dude, I'm such a fan. Like, you're so lit. You know, so I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, like, what
But
do you
man.
say to Eric Church when you meet him?
No, literally. It's like, dude, do you like me? Are you cool with me? You know? Like, I don't know. But his songs, I mean, just are insane. And I grew up on all the records from basically 2000 when I was born to now, like everything. Even this latest record, I'm like, this is so fire. Like, everything is so fire. So very excited to meet him. Hopefully he invites me up to do a song or something. That'd be freaking cool. But yeah, I've been looking forward to that one.
I feel like everyone has an Eric Church song. What is your Church song?
I would say Round Here Buzz or Homeboy.
Oh, yeah. Two very good ones.
Yep.
Morgan Wallen, you did 2 stadium tours with him. How do you feel like that experience affects your headlining show now?
It affects it. I mean, it kind of built it. Because, like I said, 4 years ago, I had never sang before or played guitar or even thought about even any of this stuff ever. So getting to go out on the road with Morgan really he just showed me how to be an entertainer and how to do it at the highest level, and getting to watch that every single night, watching Hardy, watching Ernest as well. All those guys, watching Parker McCullum, Luke Bryan, all these people, right? They just kind of helped morph my show because I was like, oh, I really like that, so I'm going to try to do that. And oh, I don't know if I like that, so I'm just going to do it my way, this way. But having all those, I guess, inspos from, you know, watching them and being able to be out with them, especially Morgan. I mean, we were together a lot. Yeah, just molded my live show, molded me and who I am as an entertainer, yeah.
And I'm sure it's got you excited to headline your own stadiums one day.
I hope so. That would be the sickest. But man, I'm just grateful to be where I'm at now. I really, you know, lately I've tried to quit focusing on the future and just focus on the now and be here right now, because I don't know if I'm going to get to stadiums, but I've got a sold out amphitheater tour right now.
Yes, you
so
do.
let's be here right now and enjoy this, and we'll worry about the stadiums and arenas when they come.
I think that's very important. You mentioned Hardy. You toured with him a few times. He's back with Favorite Country Song. What's something you feel like you either learned from or about Hardy in touring with him?
My favorite thing I ever learned actually was from Hardy. Hardy said, hey man, I got some advice for you. You have a jetpack on your back right now that they've strapped on you and they've made it go, but they are not going to tell you to shut it off and chill out. And eventually that motor is going to burn out. So you don't want to do that. Make sure you know when to shut the jetpack off and chill out for a little bit and take time for you. Basically, you're on a rocket ship and everybody's going to want you to keep going. And when you feel like you shouldn't and you need time, take the time, because that's going to affect your future and everything. And ever since I heard that, I was like, no, if Hardy tells me to do this, I'm going to do that. Like, I would probably jump off a bridge if Hardy told me to, I guess. But especially in this, form of just like, take time for yourself. That was a big, big thing for me because at the end of the day, I'm still human. And, I got feelings. I got things going on in real life. And, yeah, so taking time off for yourself, shutting the jetpack off for a little while and chilling out is something I learned from Hardy, and I will probably always remember that.
It's fantastic advice. Josh Ross, you toured with him last year. Now he's on his way to his first number one.
I know,
Talk
it's
about
sick.
the time you spent with Josh.
Oh, man, I call him Joshy Rashi. This guy, man, he's just down to earth. Canadian, so classic, right? I mean, all Canadians are so nice. But yeah, the first time we met, it was just like, kicked it right off. Love this guy, love his voice. It's so unique. And then getting to tour with him was just something different. Getting to watch his live show was really fun. And just see how much hard work he puts into it inspired me to work even harder because that guy works his freaking butt off. So, yeah, I hope to get to tour with him again one day. And, man, congrats to him. First number one, it's going to be crazy. I'm sure we're going to celebrate, I'd imagine. I'll be with him.
Absolutely. And then Nate Smith, you've toured with him. I know you're good buddies. You're managed by the same person. When I asked him about you, this is what he had to say.
He's like a little brother to me, wild and crazy, a little annoying, but I love him. Like all the things, and I've just really grown to really respect him a lot. And I've seen him grow so much as a human being and just become a really great businessman, and also just a great human being. He already had all that, but he's just, I don't know, he's just really becoming quite a role model. I really look up to him a lot.
Oh, Nate.
Andy called you a businessman.
Me in my Crocs right now, a businessman? No, it's so sweet of him, dang. And that's how it's always felt with Nate. Just like little brother, big brother vibes. But it is fun, we'll get together and because we love watches. And that's one thing we really bond on is watches and cars. And he's always be like, dude, look at this new watch I bought. I'm like, dude, look at this new one I bought. And then that'll usually transform into talking about just business, what we're going to do next, what our next moves are, just like what the boys do. And yeah, so we really, really relate to each other on that level of just like, what do you think I could be doing better? And, what do you think, you could be doing better? Like, kind of hitting off of each other. So he's a big inspiration to me and definitely a role model. I remember when I met Nate, I just signed with the core management and they set up a Topgolf hang at Topgolf and all the artists were going to come. And I was like, yo, Chief, is Nate Smith going to be here tonight? And he's like, oh yeah, Nate will be there. And I'm like, dude, I think I'm literally going to crap my pants. This guy is one of my biggest idols and his voice is is everything about him is just unreal. I'm going to freaking meet him tonight. And then when I met him, he was so shocked that I cared that much. I'm like, oh, bro, I know every one of your songs, dude. He's like, really? You want to drink a beer? And I was like, I will drink a beer with you, Nate Smith. Yes, I will.
Nate, he is so precious. And then I wanted to talk to you about being out on this headlining tour. What have been, the challenges going from opening for others to headlining your own show? What do you feel the differences are? What do you like? What do you not like?
Well, I would say that building a headline show is hard. It's really hard to be the headliner. And I guess some people can go up there and just sing and just stand there and sing and play guitar, but I can't do that. My thing is jumping around, moving, energy. I like content on the screens. I like pyro. I like flames and smoke. I like making it a whole thing. You're seeing so much. I'm dancing. The things are going off. Boom, bang. I like all this stuff. And that was really hard to put together and make it look good and feel good all together and smoothly and make it like a headline show. So that was, it was fun and I enjoyed doing it, but it was hard to do. And I would say that's a little bit of a difference is, when you're going out and, open up for Morgan, you only get so much space and so much time that you just go out there and you just get dance and you sing. And I just sing and dance. And there's no content, there's no booms, there's no pyro, nothing like that. So I think doing that was easier, yes, but I wouldn't trade it for my headline show because the show I've built now is just unreal, honestly. And I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. My freaking show is awesome. I pop up out of a toaster, swing over Max while there's flames flying at me and booms, and then all of a sudden we're like dancing, and then all of a sudden we're crying, then all of a sudden there's more booms and crashes and bangs and confetti.
You're just having a great time.
Just having a great time. It's if you have ADHD, it's the show for you to come to for sure, because there is a lot going on.
Planned by someone with ADHD.
Yes.
So New to Country tour ends in September. Then album is currently out. What are you looking forward to for the rest of this year and into the fall?
I'm not ready for the New to Country tour to be over yet. But I do have some plans. We're putting out the new record. We could be putting out a new tour here soon, probably. And yeah, other than that, I'm going to spend a lot of time with my mom. I'm going to probably go home, see my boys as well. A lot of time with my dogs in the pool. Man, what else am I going to do? Probably continue to write songs for this new album. But, we spent so much time on this last album that I think I'm going to take a little time for myself to just enjoy all the hard work and the success over the last, few years, and just take some time, see my friends, see my family, hang out with my dogs, make sure everybody's doing okay. And then after that, it's going to be on in the studio. We're going to keep writing, keep recording, and just keep doing the thing. But
it's so important to take that time to go out and live, because otherwise you try to go write songs and you're like completely creatively tapped out. So I'm glad that you're going to do that.
It's funny. I had somebody tell me the other day, they go, dude, it's really hard writing songs about something I've never been through. And I'm like, I know. Tell me about it. It's damn near impossible. Like, I've got to go out and live and experience real life to write songs about what I'm going through in real life. Because if I just talk about, yep, I was on tour this weekend, and yep, I'm in meetings all this week, and then, yep, I'm going to write more songs, I'm going to start writing songs about writing songs.
Exactly. About being in meetings or being on planes and things that aren't relatable to everyone.
So I got to get out there and be a real person, see my friends, live real life. So I'm very, very excited for that.
Bailey Zimmerman, thank you so much for the time today. It is great to see you as always. So happy to see the song doing well, the album coming out. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.
Hey, it's Katie. Thank you for watching. See more interviews, performances, and more of your favorite artists by subscribing and downloading the free Audacy app.